The reason you're not the person you want to be is because you haven't embodied the identity of the person that you want to be. In order to become the person you want to become, you have to start acting like it. You don't add blue and yellow and expect purple. 2 + 2 is 4. The effort you put in is the effort that comes back. The work you put in is what comes exactly back to you. It's perfect. There's principle. There's principle, and the principle is whatever you put in is going to come back. There's ways in which you can do that. There's different philosophies to help you understand that. But ultimately, whatever energy you put in is what you're going to get out. How are you going to show up every day as somebody you don't want to be and expect the next day that you're going to be that person? No, it comes with consistency, consistently showing up as the person you want to become. You didn't become the person you don't want to be from one day waking up and deciding that you're going to try to be that way. No, it's habit. You have to embody it completely, become the person you are trying to become. It sounds too simple to be true. But every decision you make, look at it and think to yourself, is this what the version of me that I want to be would do? And if the answer is no, then there's your answer. And yeah, it's easier said than done. I can completely say that. And when you let your emotional brain take over and your logical brain gets shut off, then all of a sudden everything just seems completely blurred and there's like a cloud of illusion in front of you and you can't see, you don't have clarity. But you need to breathe, you need to listen to yourself. It's caught up in your chest. When you're trying to express yourself as the better version of yourself and you won't let yourself do that and you keep self-sabotaging, it builds up. And that's how anxiety is built. It builds up inside of you. It's not just in your head. Your body completely manifests what's going on inside of your head. And it does it perfectly. It does it perfectly. When you think about something that makes you angry, you feel it when you clench your fists. Think about things that make you happy and think about things that are leading you to what you want to become, because your body's going to do those exact things. Just like when you get angry, your face gets hot and red. When you think about things that you want to do and things that you are going to become and your dreams and your goals, it only makes sense that the same thing happens. The same thing happens. You think about biting into a lemon, your mouth starts salivating. You think about seeing your husband and suddenly a smile grows across your face. You think about that argument you had with your sister a few months ago that you still have that resentment inside of your chest for. Resentment is drinking poison and thinking that the other person's gonna get hurt. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Genuinely. I wake up every day with grace and a big old smile on my face because I just let it go. You just unclench your jaw, roll your shoulders back, and life just becomes so much easier when you realize it's what you make it and you're not a victim to your circumstances. You victimize yourself. Okay? Two people wake up. One of them stubs their toe, the other one stubs their toe as well. One of them goes across their day acting like a bitch and putting off that bad energy on everybody else. The next person that, they stub their toe, they feel it in the moment. It hurts, it's uncomfortable, and it's annoying. They feel it in the moment, move on. Things that happen doesn't need to affect your entire day. Feel the feeling and move on. If it's a feeling you don't want to have, if it's a good feeling, carry those good feelings. You go out to the grocery store and you see someone and they compliment your smile. Carry that along with you. Why carry old bricks and think that you're going to be building a new house? Start carrying things that are light. Start carrying things that fulfill yourself and fulfill others. And at the end of the day, why choose to be miserable? So, some people want to be miserable, and that's just something you have to accept. Some people want to be miserable. Some people want to be pitied. And when you surround yourself with those kind of people, 2 alcoholics become 3. Surround yourself with things that you want to become. Surround yourself with people who you want to be like. Surround yourself with things that inspire you. It's all affecting you, whether you see it or not. Your environment, the things that you watch, the pictures on your wall, the music you listen to, it all holds a vibration, it all holds a frequency, and it's all fighting to get inside of you. Okay, pause. It's all fighting to become a part of you. Because attention is power. Attention's currency. Where they can grab your attention, where they can make feelings stir up inside of you, that's money. That's currency. It's currency. And you can, and your energy is so potent and so powerful that whatever you put your mind to, whatever you put your energy to, holy guacamole. I'm just saying that we're little seedlings of God walking around, and just, we're no different than, if you think to yourself, like, why I don't deserve to be alive, I don't deserve to walk this planet, I'm awful, I'm inherently awful. Is a dog inherently awful? Is a cat inherently awful? No, they inherently deserve to be loved. They inherently deserve to get fed and deserve to have rest. And the world was built for us to love ourselves and love one another and to love God. When you have these beliefs that life has to be hard, and that success only comes with struggle, and that wealth is evil, of course that's going to be your life if that's what you believe. Your beliefs shape your reality. You create invisible boxes and you believe them like they're real, like Santa Claus. We believed that Santa Claus was real, and Santa Claus was real. Santa Claus was real. When I was 5 years old, my mom told me that Santa Claus was real, and when those presents showed up on Christmas morning, I felt completely magical. And you know what? That was my reality. I was 5 years old. And you know what? That can be a good thing, because it's just shows how easily it is to make your life whimsical, but it also shows how easily it is to manipulate. There's plenty of things just like Santa Claus that us today, with like brains and that aren't 5 years old, yeah, we believe that shit. Okay, they want to tell us that we're nothing but just flesh, just walking, that when we die, that's it, it's over, and that you need to, sorry, I'm fucking around with this thing, that they set up these systems to make sure that we're trapped. They don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to think outside of the box. They don't want that. They want you to stay sick. They want you to stay obese. They want you to stay they want you to stay stuck inside your own head. They want you anxious. They want you depressed. Everything, it's so backwards. It's so backwards, genuinely. And these doctors these days are so quick to prescribe a medicine when it literally could just be fixed with diet, exercise, and changing your beliefs. They're giving these kids Ozempic. They're giving these 12-year-old girls Ozempic because they put on a little bit of weight, because they're going through puberty. It's genuinely baffling. I know that's kind of off topic, but what we see today as the government trying to help us, no. I'm not falling for that. Okay. So when you feel that tightness in your chest, and when you feel that anxiety building up, you just need to breathe into it genuinely. You know what? When you start to express yourself fully, and when you start being yourself, and you stop caring what the world around you is trying to tell you, and stop caring what people think, people that you don't even like, people that you don't even care about, when you stop caring what they think about, you just start seeing differently. Okay? you're gonna be cringe. You're gonna people aren't gonna like you. But here's the thing, people are not gonna like you no matter what you do. You could fit in exactly to what the world is telling you to do. You could be a perfect slave to the government, and people are gonna hate you no matter what. There's always gonna be someone who doesn't like you. And who cares? Who cares? So ultimately, the message I'm gonna leave you with is, look around and just be grateful for everything. Be grateful for the device you're watching this on. Because when you look at everything through the sunglasses, through goggles of positivity and gratitude, then of course that's what's gonna come back to you. When you let out your emotions and it goes full circle. That's why people are fucking shredded, because they're constantly moving. I heard a quote today. It was like, depression, it's hard to hit a moving object. It's hard for depression to hit a moving object. When you're constantly moving and circulating your energy, then it's hard for you to get latched on to things that aren't in your best interest. When you're constantly moving, when you're constantly fueling yourself right and moving your body, it's like when you're constantly moving, it's like keep moving. When water is still, that's when like bacteria and shit starts growing in it. When that's my cat. Keep moving like a river. The water is pure because it keeps moving in the stream. Keep moving. The only thing promised in life is death and change. Things are going to keep changing. Okay, and lean into that, because that's a good thing. Don't be so caught up in the past. That what was the quote? Like, the rear view mirror is smaller than the windshield for a reason. Because focus on what's in front of you. Focus on the first step. You don't have to look at the full staircase, okay? Because then you get overwhelmed, and then you don't get shit done. Focus on what's in front of you.